Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I'm going to give you guys just a few moments to roll into this very important live stream. As folks are coming in, please let me know what your name is and where you are from. As you are coming in, or if you are new to my page, please let me know your name and where you are from so I can welcome you to the land of love. If you think there's anyone who can benefit from this series, this is a 5-day series called From Breakup to Boot Up. I want you to go ahead and click that arrow. That's the arrow that's right there at the bottom. And I want you to share it with anyone who you think could benefit, a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, an uncle, an aunt, whoever you think may still be struggling with and reeling over a breakup. And it's time that they move on, and it's time that they get back on to the dating scene. I see Isaiah from Harlem World, welcome. I see Brittany from Jamaica, thank you for joining us. Gigi here from the DMV. Tina's from Chicago, welcome, thank you. Keto is from Detroit, Michigan. We got a lot of other folks who have already been in the house before. Thank you for joining back. Culinary Chrissy, I thought about you just the other day, girl. I need to reach out to you. Shawnee, Pauline, thank you for joining. Snap Sniper, thank you for joining. Shorty 716. What area code is that? Let us know. Titanium Enterprise, thank you for joining us. I appreciate you. I am Asia. I think I got that right. Thank you for joining. Jojo is from Brooklyn. We always keep it real simple. Keys from Brooklyn. Thank you for joining. And everybody, all right, we got somebody from Los Angeles. 4 years this December, and I haven't been able to move on in the last 4 years. You are the perfect person. You are who I am talking to. So again, welcome. My name is Alison. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. So for the last year or so, that's been my focus. I've been working with singles who are already healed from their former relationship, already moved on from a relationship that didn't serve them, but they don't know how to navigate the dating scene appropriately, right? So they need some help and some guidance and some support. But what I've come to realize over the last year is that I've had a lot of calls from people who want to work with me, but they're not prepared for the coaching program that I had prepared for them, right? Like they're not ready to get back into the scene. And that is a requirement of doing well in my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. So I had to take a step back and I had to think, how can I serve this audience that exists, this segment who is still reeling over a breakup and they are not in a position to move on yet? They know that they deserve love and affection and attention and support and guidance and whatever else from a new partner. But if they're still reeling on their ex, then they are emotionally not in a position to move on. So I created a new coaching program that I'll be launching for Black Friday called From Breakup to Boot Up. But if you are not new to my page, you know how passionate I am about vetting. I talk about it all the time. Before you go out on dates with anybody, it is imperative that you vet them. You talk to them, you text them, you FaceTime, you ask questions, right? And so before I could introduce this program to you all for Black Friday, I said, let me do this 5-day absolutely free series here on IG that talks about the process of how you can go from a breakup to be boot up and boot up in a healthy, fulfilling relationship. So one of the instructions that I gave you guys, if you are on my text list, if you're on my email list, and if you've seen any of my posts, because you know how Instagram is, right? Is that I need you to download the free ebook, Move On Sis. Now, for the gentlemen who are on here, it's just the title, right? Because Move On was just a little bit boring. And honestly, 74% of my audience is female, and 47% of that audience is 35 plus. So I went with the sis, right? So Move On Sis. But it is absolutely amazing and useful advice no matter what your gender is. So like I said, your homework was, before you got on this call or this live stream, was to download the ebook. If you didn't do it, you can get another device, but I don't want you to X out of this, download, and come back. So if you can get on another device and download my free ebook, Move On Sis, that is going to be the guide for our first 3 days. So the guide for our first 3 days is going to be the ebook. Can somebody in the comments do me a favor and write the following in the comments. You are going to click the link in my bio on another device, scroll down to free resources, and download Move On Sis. And even if you're a dude, you'll be all right. Suck it up. It is useful no matter what your gender is. So somebody in the comments or somebody on the call, for me, you're going to write in the comments. You're going to click the link in my bio. You are going to scroll down to the free resources section. It's in orange. On another device, or when we're done, you're going to download the free ebook, Move On Sis. And Move On Sis is going to be the guide that we are going to use for the first 3 days of this live stream. And again, if you are just joining, my name is Alison. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. Normally, I work with folks who are already moved on from a former relationship and are ready to jump right back on the scene, but they just don't know how to navigate. But I've decided to create a prequel. This is a step back. This is, I have not moved on from my former relationship. I know that I want something that's fulfilling, but how can I move on? And you're absolutely right. How can I move on to a new relationship if I haven't gotten over the old relationship? Does that make sense? Is that reasonable? Is that fair? Okay, so here we go. Now, the first step in moving on from a relationship that does not serve you, and I know this is going to sound like, duh, Allison, but for those who are here on this live stream, it's not duh. It's not easy for them, and they've been struggling. I saw some people in the comments said it's been 4 years, it's been 2 years, and they can't move on. The first step is going to simply be, I need you to accept that it's over. I need you to accept that it's over. I need you to accept that it's over. How do you accept it, right? Because those are very easy words. How do you accept it? This is how you do it. Number one, I need you to write it down. This relationship is over. And I need you to write down why it's over. I want you to take a pen. I don't want you to write it in your notes. I don't want you to text it. I want you to get a pen and paper like we're back in school. And I want you to write down, this relationship with blank is over. This relationship with Ricardo is over. This relationship with Angela is over. This relationship with Tom is over. I want you to write the words, because when you write something down, you are more inclined to believe it. Not only are you formulating the words with your mind, you're using your hand to write it, but as you write it, you're reading it, and you're going to be more inclined to accept it. So again, the first step in moving on from a relationship that does not serve you, assuming like it's over, y'all broke up, it's over, right? The first step is, I need you to write down, this relationship with blank is over. This relationship with Tiffany is over. This relationship with Angela is over. This relationship with Jonathan is over. That's number one. And then I want you to write down why. I want you to write down why it's over. Again, when you are applying pen to paper, you're going to be more inclined to accept and believe it because of I don't know, I'm not a scientist, the brain, the hands, it's going to help you to accept it. So that's number one. The relationship with Jonathan is over. The reason why my relationship with Jonathan is over is because we lost trust. We lost trust because Jonathan cheated on me on more than one occasion. He refused to tell me the truth about how he felt about our relationship and decided to step out with somebody else. My relationship with Angela is over because she refused to stop talking to her ex-boyfriend. I found text messages in her phone. I found inappropriate pictures on WhatsApp, and that's why my relationship with Angela is over. My relationship with Tom is over because he is a mess. He cannot hold a job. His finances are in ruin, and he is unwilling to listen to the advice that I've offered him to get his life back on track. The reason I am no longer with, you get the point. I need you to get a pen and paper and write down that this relationship is over and why. Look at this. The relationship between Tim and I is over because I cheated. The relationship is over because I would not stop talking to my ex. The relationship is over because he no longer trusts me. Whatever your truth is, I need you to write it down. Because guess what? We're not going to always put it on other people. We need to start taking some accountability for the mistakes that we made. Speaking of which, just today, guys, if you know me, I don't listen to new music, like at all. I don't listen to new music. I just told my husband the other day, the last song that I downloaded was Mims, This Is Why I'm Hot. That was like 2008. I do not listen to new music, right? I have my 90s R&B, and I have my 90s and early 2000 hip hop. I have my J, I got my Big, I got my DMX, I got Nas. I don't really need nothing else. But as a dating and relationship coach, as a part of the culture, I'm seeing a lot of Summer Walker talk. I'm seeing a lot of Sierra Prayer talk. So I'm obligated by my community to give it a listen, right? So I'm getting my lashes done. Shout out to Milan Lash in Brooklyn. And I asked her about this song that Summer Walker has, Fourth Baby Mother. I said, hey, in that song, does Summer Walker take any accountability for the fact that she chose to be this guy's fourth baby mother? My lash tech, Daniqua, says, no. She says, matter of fact, I'm going to play it for you. She plays the song for me. I heard it for the first time 2 hours ago. Play the song for me. First of all, the first line is hilarious. The reason why you are the way you are, London on the track, is because your mother didn't whoop you enough, right? I laughed. And as a former educator, I appreciate that because a lot of kids need to get whooped more often, right? Then she goes on and on to blame the mother. Then she goes on and on to blame the other baby mothers. Never. There was not one line. And I listen very closely because I don't play when it comes to song lyrics, right? She never took accountability for the fact that she is the fourth baby mother by choice. In the song Walk with Dev Walker, she said she thought a ring was coming. So Walker says, I thought they were engaged. She said she thought a ring was coming and that's why she thought something was going to be different. Guess what? When you don't take accountability for your actions, you're going to end up in the same cycle over and over and over again because it's never you, it's always them. So again, step one in moving on from a relationship that is not serving you is going to be you writing down that this relationship is over. Okay, somebody said she did in the prelude. I'm going to need it in the song. The name of the song is Fourth Baby Mother. I am the fourth baby mother, and I knew he had 3, and I decided to be number 4. And I don't know how I was surprised that I didn't get the same treatment as the other women. Why I thought I was better or different, I don't know. I'm not going to make that mistake moving forward. Right? Sierra's prayer. We're attaching ourselves to Sierra's prayer, and we're not attaching ourselves to the fact that she also took responsibility for some of the poor choices that she made. I'm painting a picture. I'm not really invested in these people's lives, right? What they eat don't make me shit. My point is that as long as we don't take accountability for our actions, we are going to end up in the same cycles of failure and despair. So when you get that piece of paper and you write down my relationship with blank is over, and the reason is, please make sure you're honest with yourself because no one else is going to read it but you. You ain't got no reason to lie. You ain't got to lie, Craig. Because I ain't going to read it. Your friends aren't going to read it. Your family's not going to read it. I need you to be honest. I chose to be with a guy that I knew was blank. I chose to look past blank behavior because I thought that I was different. I was special. I thought I could change him. I was the jerk. I was the asshole. I was difficult. I was vindictive. I was negative. I wasn't forgiving, if forgiveness makes sense. I was the cheater. I was the liar. I was the user. I was the abuser. You have to take accountability for your poor choices, as well as hold folks accountable for what they do as well, right? That's called boundaries, so they don't do it. Again, you don't allow them back in. But I need you to write it down. That is going to be step 1 on how you can get through your breakup. You get through your breakup by writing down that it's over and describing exactly why it's over. That's going to help you to keep in mind why you're either not giving that person a second chance or why holding on to that relationship or the hopes or dreams you have for that relationship is dead. It's unreasonable. It doesn't make sense. Busy Bee says, should we list everything? Everything, Busy Bee, everything that went wrong, that was problematic as to why you are not involved in that relationship anymore. That is what's going to help you to come to the realization that clearly what has happened for a reason and a good reason, to put you in a position to move on to a relationship that you deserve. Now, we're going to argue on Thursday, Friday, about what you deserve and what you don't deserve. That's not for today. So anybody who's going to comment is going to say, well, why women always feel like they deserve? And maybe they don't deserve. And we could talk about what you deserve and don't deserve on Thursday. Today, we're talking about practical steps on how to move on from a relationship that didn't serve you so you can get through that breakup so you can get booed up again with the most appropriate match. Does that make sense? So that's step one. I'm giving you 2 steps today, guys. 2 steps a day for the first 3 days. And then we'll talk about what's on Thursday and Friday. So that's step one. Accept the fact that it is over. And how do you do it? I'm giving you the tea right now. Write it down. Describe everything that went wrong. Every time he punched a hole in the wall. Every time you crawled on the floor to reach his phone, to look through it because you didn't trust him. Whether or not he deserved your trust is up for debate and argument for another day, right? A one-on-one session. Click the link in my bio. But those are the things that you are listing on paper so you can see with your own 2 eyes that you're not together for a reason. You, slit his tires. He slapped you across the face. He disrespected you in front of his friends. You disrespected him in front of his mom. You tore his mom's house up. Y'all got into a physical fight in the street. You almost got in a car accident fighting over his phone or some girl or a STD or a baby. I want you to write it all down. When you write down the mess, it is going to help you to accept the fact that you should not have been involved in that mess in the first place. And heavy on the involved. Heavy on the involved. Because this is not a one-way street. I don't care how much of a devil you want to paint your ex to be. You were an active participant in this mess. So let's write it all down. Get it down on paper. Read it every night. Remind yourself of how vile, and I don't like using the word toxic, but I'm going to use it for this sake because it's overused. Toxic, vile, problematic, dangerous, unhealthy this relationship was for you. Either to your own doing, which happens. And like I said, 74% of my audience is female, but we not all angels. We be doing it too. Some of it is our fault. We have to take accountability, right? What we've done and what they've done and every combination in between. Every time he listened to his mother and her poor advice because she's a hater and the only reason she was involving herself is because she ain't got nobody and she treats her son like it's her husband. So now she's involving herself in your relationship and he listened to her and he allowed that negativity to spew. Whatever it is, I need you to write it down. That is going to be step one in helping you to move on from your unhealthy ex. Got it? Got it. Commercial break. Thank you to Japa Black, Wellington Event Rentals, and the Snap Sniper for purchasing a badge. If you appreciate the gems that I am dropping for the free $99, then please go ahead and purchase a badge as well. These live streams will not be saved. I will not be saving them. So make sure that you are, 1, texting the word align to 2100. Please someone do me a favor. And thank you, Christy, for doing it earlier. Put in the comments, text the word align to 2100 so that you can receive the alerts when I go live. I'm not going live at the same time every day. So I need you to come on and catch these while they're still free. And if the free 99 is going to be so specific, so clear, so straightforward, that's going to get you to your result, then you can only imagine what the paid 99 looks like when I am guiding you, getting you through this breakup and getting you booed up. Okay? Okay. So we have step 1. Thank you, Alex, for purchasing the badge. We have step 1. This is step 2, beautiful people. Y'all ready? Are you ready? Are you taking notes? Step 2 on moving on from a relationship that doesn't serve you, moving on from the heartbreak, is 100% cut off. Remove yourself from any form of communication whatsoever, unless y'all have a baby. If y'all have a baby, we need to have a session one-on-one because I ain't got the time to get into what's going to help you. That's another level. But if you don't have no kin between the two of you, you have to cut off all communication whatsoever. All communication whatsoever. What does this look like? You are unfollowing them, or maybe you want to mute them. Depending on, you're going to unfollow, you're going to mute them. You're not following them on any social media platform whatsoever. That includes your real page, your business page, and your fake page that you share with your friends. Text the word align to 2100. Text the word align to 2100. You will get an alert for every time I go live. I'm going live Monday through Friday on this series from break up to boot up. This is day 1. Block them on every social media platform that exists. Block them on every pay app that exists. I don't want them to get access to you because they gave you $50 on Cash App. You worth $50? Is the heartbreak worth $5,000 to go through again and continue to waste your time, right? You're blocking them on every social media platform, your real page, your business page, and the fake page that you share with your friends that you use to lurk on people. That's right. Yes, Nurse Jazzy, the fake page too, right? Blocking them on everything. Number 2, you're blocking them on every pay app, your Cash App, your Zelle, your PayPal. I don't care what you got. You're going to block them because we're not paying anything in order for people to get access to us. You a prostitute? No. So I don't care what you send. You're not going to get access to me. You'll call me. Nope. Culinary Christy, she ahead of the game. You are deleting all text messages, all emails, all photos, all videos. I don't care. Oh, I look pretty in this. Oh, I look so good in this. I don't care what you look like. You will make new memories with your new boo who deserves you. Delete all photos. I don't care where you were. I don't care what the event was. I don't care if it was your sister's wedding. I don't care if it was your 30th jamboree. You're deleting all photos, all emails, all text messages. You are not going to give yourself an opportunity to go back and reminisce on the good times when you know that clearly the bad times outweigh the good ones. That's why y'all not together now. The bad times outweighed the good times, and that's why y'all are not together now. Delete everything. Yes, even the 30th birthday jamboree still easy. Everything gotta go. You are not gonna trick your brain like social media does to show you the reels of the good times. Because that's when most of the photos are taken, right? The vacation, the birthday, the wedding, right? The proposal that never became anything. I need it all to go. A Chanel Amir, I hope I got that right, says, how do you block people on your Facebook business page? I'm not sure, but I'm sure you go on YouTube University. Delete and block, Tanya Finest. Delete and block. So you're removing them from your social media. You're removing them from paid apps. You're removing these fake good memories out of your phone. The next thing you're going to do, and this is unfortunate. It's unfortunate because you've built relationships with these people over the years. You are done with all of their family members. You are done with all of their friends. They are not your family. They are their family. Thank you, Kay Austin, for purchasing a badge. They are not your family. They are their family. They are not your friends. They are their friends. I know that you used to do every 2 weeks the nail salon with mommy. It's over. Mommy is going to try to convince you to give her son a second chance. Mommy is going to tell you the tea in the dish that he has a new girl, but she ain't nothing compared to you. And try to seed in this hope and this prayer. Nope. Bye, Mom. We ain't going shopping no more. We not getting our nails done no more. Sorry, sis. I used to call you sis because you were my man, sis, but you're not my sis anymore because he's not my man anymore. If y'all share mutual friends, and I know this question is going to come up. Thank you, Asia, for bringing it up. If these friends are mutual, really mutual friends, then fine. Not a friend through your man, right? So my husband, Andrew's best friend, his brother is Ike. Ike was on here earlier. No disrespect, Ike. This will never happen because we don't believe in the D word in this house. But if something were to happen, bye, Ike, forever. I love you, Ike, like a brother, because you're my husband's brother. And I hate to use myself as an example because I don't like bringing any kind of negativity attached to me. However, I'm trying to paint a picture for y'all. It's over. Do you offer mommy or the friends an explanation? They know why. Because the son that they raised did you wrong. Or your parents ain't raised you right and you broke their son heart. They know. They probably know more intimately than you. I don't know about y'all, but I'd love to see a raise of hands of how many of you was dating somebody. Poor Ike. Sorry, Ike, you'll be all right. How many of you guys were dating someone whose mother or father knew that they were cheating on you? I'm raising my feet. How many of you, raise your hands, dating someone whose mother or father knew that they were cheating on you? That's their mother. That's their father. That's their family. That's their friends. If you both happen to have mutual, you are friends with this person with or without your partner. I don't care if, but we got closer. Nope. You are friends with this person with or without your partner. Then cool. And let me tell you about boundaries in that regard. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, hey, friend, I understand that you're still friends with Angela. I understand that you're still friends with Tiffany, with Malik, with whoever. I don't want to hear nothing about them. I say this lovingly and with respect. Please do not tell me any story attached to this person. I don't want to know how well they're doing. I don't want to know how poorly they're doing. I don't want to know about their new girlfriend. I don't want to know about their new boyfriend. I don't want to know about nothing. I don't want to know about how much money they made. I don't want to know if they're having a baby. I don't want to know nothing. I want no involvement whatsoever. I have Titanium says, my mother knew he was cheating and didn't tell me. Okay. I have Culinary Chrissy with a hand raised. Kenya with a hand raised. Busy Bee says the family always knows. Tab is my name says they knew and they played along with him. Mom will go get her nails done with you and get her hair done with the other one. And that's her son. Let my son come home with 2 women back to back. I'm like, oh, nice to meet you, Tiffany. You must be friends with Angela. She was here last week. Let me tell y'all something. Let me talk to the mommies. Let me talk to the mommies in the room. Okay, the daddies too, the parents in the room. But I'm going to start with the mommies first. The reason why you are a mother, is because you are a woman. And I'm not here to argue about gender identity and norms. That's another day for another conversation, right? The reason why you are a mother is because you are a woman. The reason you were able to give birth to your son is because you have the biological makeup that makes you a woman, that you could carry this child and give birth to this child. So that means you are a woman before you are a mother. You are a woman before you are a mother. And as a woman, I would expect that you should look out for other women. Now, I know what y'all gonna say. You not a mother. This is my Brooklyn, y'all. You're not a mother. You don't understand. I am a reasonable human being. And I understand that the reason why I'm able to give birth to a child one day, God willing, is because I am a woman first. And I'm looking out for women before I look out for a dusty ass son who don't got no respect for his mother in his mother's house, that he would bring 2 women in my house and think that I'm going to let that slide. You better get your own house before you do that behavior. I'm not accepting it. Off topic. So sorry. Point being, lost the point. Point being, these people aren't your people. Cut them off. Cut them off. And you don't need to explain. They already know, and they may have been participants. They already know, or they may have been active participants in the breakup itself. They may be applauding the breakup. They may be excited that it's over. For whatever reason, you're the bad guy, you're not the bad guy. Mama's jealous, mama's not jealous. Whatever. Sister's jealous. Stuff be awkward as hell, y'all. It be real awkward out in these streets with jealous sisters over watching their brother treat a woman good. It's weird. It's weird, right? Nonetheless, point is, everybody's done. You're done with this person. You're deleting their phone number. You're deleting their contact. You're deleting their photos, their text messages, their emails, their videos, their voice notes. Everything's got to go. You are erasing all of these fake positive memories that you have in your mind of them, right? This is step 2, y'all. So if you're taking notes, I need you to take notes here. And those who are here with me from the beginning, I appreciate you. Thank you for staying with us. Go ahead and share this live with anyone who you think needs to benefit from ending a relationship that's not serving them, moving on from a relationship that's been over, but emotionally they can't do it. We're going to help them tonight, right? So we're on step 2. Everything done, cut off. all relationships with supposed friends of theirs, all relationships with loved ones and family members, deleting them from every app humanly possible, deleting all fake memories of what was good at some point that ain't good now. That's why it's over. It has got to go. I got somebody who said in the comments that the brother was the jealous one. He probably wanted you and couldn't bag you. And so now he's going to see this negativity into his brother's relationship because he's mad because he can't get you or someone like you. Okay? Tab is my name says this is a fact. Even if you're a mother to a woman, raise her with honor. Okay? Come on now. They're not ready for this combo of the accountability. We're not ready. Okay? I can't cut off coworkers. So this is great, right? Let's talk about coworkers. Let's talk about dating in the same space. So first of all, if I'm reading this correctly, and feel free to let me know if I'm not, because I sometimes can't, right? Reading text ain't that easy. That's why phone calls are best. We need to be more mindful about dating people who we work with. Now, I'm not saying that you absolutely should not date someone that you work with, because, I mean, that's kind of more of the traditional way of how people have met over the last 40 years, right? Where women were introduced to the workspace after World War II. So I guess that's more like 70 years. But you get the point, right? So I'm not saying you absolutely don't date anyone who you work with. However, what I am going to say is this. You need to be mindful of how closely you work with them. So I work in a school, right? Daytime. I work primarily on the second floor, right? I work with grades. Now this year I work with grades 6 through 8. I am not going to date anybody on the second floor. I'm not going to date anybody who's a part of the 6th grade team, the 7th grade team, or the 8th grade team. If I were to date somebody on the job, which I absolutely wouldn't because I'm already married. However, if I were a single woman, I might date somebody who kindergarten works in the basement, 12th grade works on the 4th floor. Not a part of my team. We're never doing assemblies together. We don't have lunch together. We're not doing trips together. We will never have a project together. No prom, no graduation. Right? So that's number one. You have to be mindful of at least giving yourself the appropriate amount of space so you're not stuck with this person and their immediate coworkers. So Pick says, however, he doesn't work there anymore, but I know the same people. So they're your coworkers and not your family. You are not obligated to them or to spend any quality time with them, right? Beyond what's in the scope of your work. So you're going to create boundaries between yourself and your coworkers. If it's not about the work, you don't want to hear it. If y'all used to gossip and hee and TT, that's over, right? They're your coworkers. And so it's not a heartbreak for you to, it's 5 o'clock, you're clocking out. No, you're not going for drinks with them. Sorry. That relationship, you need to move on. And again, folks, I'm talking to the people who are heartbroken. I'm talking to the people who have been feeling stuck in the end of a relationship that's clearly over, but they can't move on. If you are healed, you're good, you can hear about your ex and not cringe, you're not concerned, then sure. You want to hang out with his mama still? Sure. You want to hang out with his sister still? Sure. You want to hang out with the workers still? Sure. You want to keep the photos of when y'all went to Costa Rica? Sure. I'm talking to the people who are stuck. I'm talking to the people where it's been 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, and they seem that to feel as though they can't pick up the pieces and get back onto the dating scene. They still feel attached. They still feel attached to their ex and what could have been and what supposedly should have been. It should not. That's why it's over. So again, if you have moved on from your relationship, you are active on the dating scene, you're still trying to navigate, this series isn't for you. I'm for you, but this particular series isn't for you. The next 5 days of live streams isn't for you. The next 5 days of live streams are the people who feel attached and stuck to their ex and they feel like they cannot move on. Okay? Be cautious, Lauren says, because even that behavior will block your future blessings. Yeah, I'm not a fan of being friendly with any of them. I'll be honest with you. I'm a little bit tougher than your average person, right? Brooklynite, Caribbean background. I don't care if we've moved on. I still don't want to hear about you. I don't care if I've moved on. I still don't want to hang with your mother, your sister, your friends. But I'm just saying you can. Like if you've really built an amazing rapport with a cousin, like y'all took off. And you don't want to let that relationship go because it's just so amazing. Okay. I'm not a fan of holding on to anybody, but that's just me. But if you are stuck, if you feel attached, if you can't cut the strings on your own, and that's why you're here on this live stream, and not to be entertained because entertainment works too, but that's why you're here and you're listening, this is the advice and the guidance and support that I give you. So I'm going to reiterate step 1 and step 2. Tomorrow we're going to go through 3 and 4. Wednesday we have step 5. And then Thursday and Friday we're going to talk about the dating piece, how to get booed up. In order to get booed up, in order to make that significant commitment with the love of your life, we first have to get through this breakup piece first. So for today and the next 2 days, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're focused on. Thursday, Friday, we'll talk about the dating scene again. Okay? So again, step 1. Oh, I got a lot of folks that joined the live. Thank you, everybody who's joining the live. Beautiful Shah. She said, I can admit it. I'm stuck. God's gift. Thank you for joining. Shell the Bell. Thank you for joining. What if you're back on the dating scene, but comparing them to your ex? Thank you, Asia. This is a good question. Now, we're going to go back to step 1. So step 1 in moving on from a relationship that it did not serve you. It's over. It did not serve you is accepting that it's over, right? And what we said was, I need you to write down, this relationship is over with blank, and these are the reasons why. List them all the way, including the stuff that you did too. Now, if you have made your list and you were the one who caused this breakup for the most part, because everyone's an active participant, this guy or this girl was amazing. They served and committed, and you were the one who ruined this, right? Which is an excellent question. That's the only reason why comparing them would make sense. If you are comparing the new people to the old person and the old person wasn't all that, then that means you're getting with someone else who's not all that. Like, a comparison to an ex only makes sense if they were amazing and you were the reason why the relationship was ruined. But if you were not the reason why the relationship was ruined and it was their behavior, then why are you comparing the ex to the new person? Then the ex didn't measure up in the first place. So Asia, let me know if that's your particular case. If your particular case is that the ex was amazing and you were the one who ruined it, and that's why it's a constant comparison, let me know. But you know what? Never mind. Let me answer it straight. Let me tell you what you do. If you're the person who ruined it, the ex was amazing, right? Number 1, I need you to do some work on yourself as to why you're ruining perfectly good relationships. Because that's self-sabotage, right? But that's a longer day. Secondly, to give you the quick answer, is that there's nothing wrong with comparing them to an amazing ex. However, that doesn't mean that you're ever going to get back with that amazing ex. There's nothing wrong with the comparison, right? I compare how my hair looked last week to this week. Does my hair still look good? Yeah. But in comparison to last week, it doesn't look as nice. I can compare, right? I can use that as a measure of success or value, but that doesn't mean that we're going to lie to ourselves and say we're going to get back with an ex when it's not happening. It's not happening. So there's nothing wrong with comparing to a quality human being. You should. We all do. My last, he did this, this, and this, which I liked. So I'd like to see that again with the new guy. The last, he did this, this, and this, which I didn't like. I don't want to see that with the new guy. We are constantly comparing. Nothing wrong with the comparison. And if the other person doesn't measure up to how great your ex was, okay, you're going to continue to date. But you can only do that if, again, this ex was amazing and you were the reason why the relationship ended, okay? Snatch by Mari says, I just started dating again after almost 6 months. Do you feel prepared, Snatch with Mari? Do you feel that you are still attached to your ex? Went on 2 dates this weekend with the same guy. Okay, so it seems like things are going in the right direction. If you are just joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Alison. I'm a certified dating and relationship coach, and I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. This week, I'm doing a 5-day absolutely free training here on IG. There will be no replays, but an absolutely free training here on IG once a day, every day for the next 4 days after this. And the name of the training is called From Breakup to Booed Up. This is day 1. And we are talking about the first 2 steps that you need to follow if you feel as though you are still attached to your ex. You are still pining over that ex. You are still reeling over the breakup. You cannot imagine moving on in your dating and relationship life without this person. This person is no longer available to you for whatever reason. This is where step 1 comes in. Step 1 is to write down, this relationship is over with blank, with James, with Angela, with Tiffany, with Tim, with Malik, with Rayshawn, with whoever. This relationship is over. And you're going to write a list of why it's over. What are all the things that they did and what are all the things that you did to cause this relationship to be over? All the bad stuff, yes. because that is our reality. If the good outweighed the bad, you would still be in your relationship, right? If the good outweighed the bad, you would still be in your relationship. So you need to write a list of all the things that have gone wrong, why this thing does not work. And it could be a short list, but it could be something fundamental. He's great, I'm great, but he doesn't believe in marriage and I do. He's great, I'm great, but I'm a Christian and he's a Muslim and he expected me to convert and I don't have a desire to do so. He's great and I'm great, but I want to have more children and he doesn't desire to do so. Whatever, long or short, fundamental or not, it's over for a reason. So let's write it down so we can remind ourselves why it is over. Okay, that was step one. Let me catch up on some comments. Sorry, guys. Sash Mamari says, yes, I feel that I was ready to start dating. I feel I gave myself enough time to heal and to move on in my life. Great. Chris says, a lot of times people let societal standards of what is or isn't dictate their real and will end up with people that other people approve of them than we do. Absolutely. So we have to be mindful, which we're going to get into that on Thursday and Friday, about having realistic expectations and standards that are in alignment. So some Demi just asked, what time are you coming on every day? That is an excellent question. I don't have a set time every day. I will definitely be on live for 35 minutes to an hour every day for the next 5 days. I do not have a set time. So the way that you can be sure to catch this live, because again, there will be no replays, is to text the word align to 2100. Somebody please help me out, write it in the comments. Text the word align to 2100. I'm going to text you once a day, every day, what time I'm going live so that you can catch it. It'll be a direct link in the text for you to click on it and you can catch the live. I don't OD with the text messages, and I'll tell you why. They're actually very expensive for businesses. So if you have anybody who texts you like Fashion Nova and you don't want it, text the word stop because it costs them, right? But they're rich, but you get the point. So I'm going to text you once a day, every day just for this. And then usually I text about twice a week. I do not OD. So we have step one, down pat. We're writing down exactly why we're breaking up. That we've broken up to 2100. One more zero. Text the word align to 2100. 21000. I think that's 2100. I think. I hope so. Let me write this down. 2100. Yeah. Okay, good. Thank you, guys. Text the word align to 2100. So we have step one. We have step two. We're cutting them off from everything. It gotta go. They gotta go. All text messages, all emails, all photos, all videos, or they can turn my notifications on. That works too. Thank you, finally, Emily. Everything's gotta go. You block them on every app humanly possible. You are sharing your location. You're going to unshare your location. You're not going to talk to their mother, to their pappy. You're not talking to their cousins. You're not talking to their friends. The relationship is over with him or her. The relationship is over with their people. Cut it off. And I know there was some, but what about if it's coworkers? Draw the line. They are your coworkers. They are not your friends. If it's mutual friends, a friend that you had before this person, you need to create a boundary. Sis, bruh, I don't want to hear nothing about this girl. Please do not tell me when she has a new person. Please don't tell me when she's moved. I don't care, and I'm being dramatic. I don't care if she's in a hospital bed. I don't want to hear it. I'm trying to move on. And Netflix. Pay for your own Netflix. Get your own, you heard? Pay for your own Netflix, right? Sign out, move on. Change your password. They ain't getting no free Netflix off your dime. Remove yourself from the situation. Now, if you get to a point where you have moved on and you want to check in with them and you're sure that you've moved on and that's something you really want to do, I don't recommend it. I'm all about, right? But if you want to do it and you are sure that you've moved on and you want to reconnect in a friendly way, I guess. I'm talking to the heartbroken people. Okay? Just got in. What are we talking about tonight? It's pinned at the bottom. From breakup to boot up day one. It's a 5-day series on healing from your heartbreak so you can move on to the partner that you deserve. Okay? Now, if you're still using a Netflix and you've moved on and you're okay, then use it. They didn't care. They didn't change it. They didn't change their password. They're not concerned. I'm only talking to the heartbroken people who don't need a reminder. I don't want to see his email on the top when I sign in. I don't want to see his profiles, right? I'm not going to give him the chance to change his password on me and try to play me. I don't want to see the profile of the new chick and or she's clicking on my profile and she's messing up the algorithm. We are done. Thank you, Titanium. I ain't walking backwards. Cut them off. Thank you for the scissors. Yes, scissors. Can we get some scissors up in here? I love that. Can we drop scissors all through the comments? Scissors, scissors, scissors. We are cutting them off. It is over. It is over. And if you need to read that list every night, I want you to read that list every night. I need you to remind yourself of why it's over. Either you or them. I don't care who did it. I don't care who's involved. I don't care who's at fault. Yes, Joy, cut them off. Yes, Carol, cut them off. Yes, Creation Queen, cut them off. Everybody, it's done. It's done. And cut yourself off. And that way you're able to cut the tether that you have connected to this person who, for whatever reason, your fault, their fault, whose ever fault, this is not going to work. Thank you, Titanium. Thank you, Goldie. Thank you, Miss 205. Kenya. Snatch by Mari. Cut them off. That's going to help you to disconnect from this person so that you can move on to the partner that you deserve. So again, thank you everybody who's joining this live. If you feel like this live can benefit anybody, everybody, somebody, I want you to share it, okay? After my 5 days, these videos will no longer be available. So I am going to save this live tonight and I'll have it through Friday, right? The next day, so on and so forth. But after those 5 days, I'm going to be removing it. There will be no more replays. So please go ahead and share this live with any friend or loved one that you may know that you think may be struggling with a breakup so that they can move on. Tomorrow, we're going to tackle steps 3 and 4 on how to move on from a relationship that is over so that you can land your boo, so that you can be with the partner that you deserve. You've grown and you deserve to be with someone that is amazing. I see the comment about the podcast. I get it all the time. Let me tell you why real quick. I like to be able to jump on live whenever I want. So I've dedicated Wednesday, okay, right? And even I took a Wednesday off a couple weeks ago. It's rare. I'm doing this 5 days. I'm going to stick to it because I'm a person of my word. A podcast requires a level of commitment that I'm not ready for. And I'm honest with myself, right? I'd much rather hop on live. I'd much rather read your comments. I'd much rather engage with you in real time than be obligated to record and edit a podcast. Maybe y'all listen, maybe you won't. And then how are we going to engage? I want to be able to answer your questions in real time. People gave me excellent questions. What if you were friends beforehand? What about your coworkers? I wouldn't have that kind of real time interaction if it were a podcast. So I say all that to say, trust me, I get the podcast, but not for me. Yes, Rhea, we're going to restate it. It's all in the comments. I don't know if you just joined, which is A-okay. You're welcome, Heather from Houston. Cut everybody off. Everything gets cut off. You're blocking them. You're unfollowing them. I don't know. I don't care. You're deleting their comments. You're deleting their contact. You are removing all the comments that's underneath your photos. If you could unlike the photos that they liked of you, you're going to do that too. You are going to block them on any money app so they can't send you $50 in order to text you. You are going to delete every photo, every text message, every email, every video. I don't care how pretty you looked in the videos. You are removing them. I don't care if they're in every video from your 30th birthday party. You are removing them. You want no reminders of this human being. We're going to wipe them from your motherboard as quickly as possible. You are not going to, and I'm sorry, y'all, I had to get right back in my soapbox for a second before I let y'all go. We are not going to convince ourselves that this relationship was good. Because that's what you do when you scroll through the photos. You don't have the photos of when he slapped you across the face. You don't have the photos of when she was, I was going to say something mad nasty. I'm so sorry. You don't have the photos of when she was on some other dude. Or maybe you do. Most of the time we don't. Right? You don't have the photos of when he punched a wall that was right by your face and you thought that you were a goner. You don't have the photos of when you slashed his tires. You don't have those photos. You have the photos of y'all laying up in Jamaica. You have the photos of when he was helping you take out your box braids. You have the photos of when he cooked a nice meal for you. We're not creating a metaverse. Is that the terminology they use in these? A virtual reality. You are going to remove all of those images, even the images that hurt, because sometimes we do. Sometimes we have the screenshots of when they were messing with somebody. Sometimes we have the photo of the new baby that he had on you. Sometimes we do have, right? We're removing those too. It's not only we're removing everything. This person has to be removed from your environment so you can remove them from your spirit. Does that make sense? So step 1 was writing down this relationship is over and why it's over and reading it every night if you have to. Remind yourself. Step 2 is to unremind. You're removing every inch step of this human being. And as I said, if you have kids, we ain't got time to talk about that. Click the link in my bio, tap the 4th or 5th button. Let's talk on the phone about how you can end your attachment to a dude or a chick that you have a baby with, because that is another level, and I'm 56 minutes in. All right, beautiful people. I will see you tomorrow. If you want to know a time, I need you to text the word align to 21. Somebody told me it was 1,000. I mean, I'm not a mathematician, but 21,000 seems like more zeros than that. I could be wrong. So I'm just going to type it in the comments because, or maybe it is 21,000. I don't know. But that's it. Text the word to 21000 and I will give you a time every single day. Thereafter, I text you like once or twice a week. Trust me, it's not a lot. I do not OD. And if you really don't like it, you can text the word stop. But how could you not like this? This is so enjoyable. All right, folks. Tomorrow, step 2 and 3. All right, so I was right. It is 2100, right? Pix or Pixie? I'm getting it wrong. Thanks, Pixie. Text the word align to 2100. You will find out the time, and I will be with you to talk about steps 3 and 4. This live will be saved. You are going to go ahead and share this with a friend. My good friend Taylor just joined. It's okay, girl. We're going to go ahead and save this live. After Friday, it's going to be gone. So listen and take your notes now. Share it with a friend now. Thank you, folks. I'm praying for all of y'all. We're going to get through this together. See you tomorrow. Bye. Sorry. I got to do this. It's for my thumbnail. Okay, bye. Bye.